I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
You get your kicked saying something like that, man.
Hi, I'm Kiko. I'm 23. I go to UCSB and I also bartend.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. Don't let your kids watch it.
My lawyers are going to contact you so badly. I hope that wasn't me and Scorlock. It better not be.
That totally was.
Yes, my lawyers are contacting you.
I mean,
everybody gets a turn, Gish.
I mean, allegedly.
I was dying. Did you see me pointing into the camera?
Yeah, you look like you're about to rip the camera off your computer.
I usually point at Nerd Slap with different fingers.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Oh, man.
Great intro.
Welcome to Off the Hip, episode 57. I love how the intro just derails whatever intro I thought I had in my head when we start. But yeah, let's go ahead and just roll with the intros. Naggernall, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Anybody hear him?
Nope.
Yeah, you do. You hear me.
Mic check.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Yeah, I thought so.
Oh.
All right, keep it moving.
Yeah, good idea.
Damn. I think it's starting to get to him. Maybe I should slow down on the whole mic check thing. Think, man, how are you doing? Is your microphone working?
I believe so. Testing. But yeah, I'm doing really good. I had a pretty eventful week. I tried the new Doom. I had a lot of fun on it. It's really close quarters. You're really up in the enemy's stuff a lot. I had a ton of fun with that. Also did a Ready or Not stream yesterday with Nerd Slap. That was a ton of fun. We absolutely got mopped. But yeah,
I wish I could have joined you. That game is pretty fun. It's intense.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah. Mo, how was streaming over on Jay's channel?
It's always fun to stream with the panel, and it's always fun to review movies, except for tonight because it was Transformers '86. It's one of my it's traumatic to me. I saw it when I was 6 in the theater and I hated it. And of course we got Guccimus Prime. He's like turning the knife on me right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's always fun, but I literally despise that movie. To tell a 6-year-old that Optimus Prime is dead when you have his toy is traumatic. And people that are going to fight me on it, I haven't seen it in 39 years. I hope I never see it for the rest of my life. So that's how my night went. But pleasure streaming with you again there, Gooch. I'm seeing a lot less avocados in the chat, which makes me happy. So.
Oh yeah, chat. Send the avocados, please.
You hoser.
Come on,
Gooch.
send the avocados. What's up?
Welcome back. Would you like to do your intro?
I would like to do my intro now. Yeah, we had a great time last night. Thanks for joining us, Mo. That was a lot of fun. Have you watched Transformers 1?
But I would give it a fair assessment. I've heard it's good, but it's either it's great or it's not. Nobody's like it's middle. Like there's no middle ground. It seems to be, at least in the chat when somebody brought it up. So
yeah. And speaking of the chat, thank God they're bringing up the avocados. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Love hanging out with you guys. It's a lot of fun. And yes, my lawyers will contact you at a certain point with that intro.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have any lawyers. I don't even like. Yeah.
My lawyers are better. So
yeah. Some guy behind 7-Eleven is going to be my lawyer.
I don't want to ask what his payment is.
A quarter.
All he needs is a bucket.
Yes.
Hayden, how are you doing?
Doing good. Last night, for the first time, I got my girlfriend to watch my favorite zombie genre movie, 28 Days Later.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I love 28 Days Later, and 28 Weeks Later is a little bit weaker, still a great movie. But as I was talking to her about it before we were watching it, she goes, I haven't watched it. And I'm like, but why? And she goes, British people doing British things. And I was like, okay, all right. Well, that's fair, but you shouldn't just hate it because it's British.
That's racist.
What if they're not zombies and they're just British people looking for tastier food?
I mean,
they haven't had their tea yet. That's the main problem.
There is a bit of a theme of it is just people killing people. I mean, that's what Christopher Eccleston says. So I guess we never know.
Brains and beans.
How'd you get the frick above the beans? Or the beans above the frick? Norman, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Trying to kick my YouTube channel into overdrive. Kind of scheduled all my streams this week. Starting doing part 2 of Doom tomorrow, Hogwarts on Wednesday. Starting Rockstar Roulette on Thursdays, where I'm just going to be picking a random Rockstar game and playing that for a bit. Starting with GTA 5 this week. And then Saturdays, I'm deciding on Super Saturdays, where I'm going to be playing some sort of superhero game, and starting with Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. So yeah,
nice.
Stuff happening on my channel this week.
Very cool.
Trying to do the full 7 days if I can.
Nice. Nerd slap. So when Gooch said something about his Indian lawyer going after me, there's actually a protection clause that you're in the way between that. So you're the one that's going to get sued first, since you made the intro.
Right. Yeah. No English.
That's fine.
No Guchanese either.
Deported. You're out of here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Isaac Phone Ice.
He's got it on speed dial.
Doing pretty good. Just been working on some stuff for the YouTube channel, so that was why I didn't stream today. But thinking I'll be able to get a few more streams in this week with my work schedule, so looking forward to that. But other than that, doing pretty good. Glad to have Gooch on again. So
yeah, and sub to Nerd Slap. He needs some more subs over there.
We're 12 away from 100 over on the Nerd Files.
Dude, hell yeah.
Nice.
We're getting there.
We can do 12.
And we recently hit the 100 watch hour milestone as well. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Go.
Sweet deal.
And Corn Boy approves with his 199 thumbs
Corn
up
Boy.
super sticker. And Isaac sunglasses. Thank you, dude.
Very nice, very nice.
For 99 cents.
Thank you, Isaac.
And Magnum Norse. So I was just complimenting Magnum Norse's LGBT flag that he has flying in his room for his streaming setup. What is it, like something about titties and beers? I don't know. It's a funny
Liberty,
play on it, but...
guns, beer, and Trump.
Okay, that's it. Thank
I
you.
don't think it's a flag. I think it's just like a.
Maybe it looked...
I couldn't really tell. It was
It sounded like a flag. But Magnum North for 5. 28 Days Later is top 10 movie for me. Excited for the new one? I'm excited for the new one.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if it's top 10 though.
I put it in top 10 for sure.
Really?
Like I said, it's my absolute favorite movie of the zombie genre. It's the movie, watching it again last night, and I was kind of talking to my girlfriend about this. It's the movie that first gave us the running zombies. It's the movie that gave us the start of The Walking Dead with the waking up in the hospital, having been in a coma. It's the movie that gave us the people are worse than zombies before that was being overplayed. Like, it gave us so many of the tropes that zombie movies and shows ended up playing on. And it came out in 2002. It was the first one to do so many things. That phenomenal movie. And I am excited about the new one. We rewatched the trailer a little bit after we finished the movies last night. And I noticed how many times the name Jimmy comes up. Because it's not just painted on the sign of that side of that building. It's also carved into one of their flesh. There's something about Jim or Jimmy. We don't know if Jimmy is Jim. We don't know if it's Cillian Murphy, but
I was going to say, is that him?
I heard
the name in the movie.
The first one. So
Because
I
doesn't
heard
he
that
pop up in the
Jimmy's
trailer?
an asshole.
Hey,
I would say though that
that's fine. I don't go by Jimmy.
it's probably on like my top 10 in the zombie genre. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd put it
So,
top 5.
all time, but
Top
five.
5,
It's
yeah,
good.
top 5.
Yeah,
for sure.
probably.
Jeff Up North gifted a membership. Dude, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you're feeling better, by the way.
Jeff.
And
Snake Man got hit by that.
everybody look at the screen except for me. Maximus BT for 99 cents.
If you put shades on, it helps. It does.
Does it? No.
Can I cover it up
Okay.
with just one finger?
You can do a lot with one finger.
Absolutely.
Especially in this other raw.
No comment. No comment.
Everybody clip that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. All right, now Isaac already showed this on his stream that led into this one, so you guys already saw it. But I already had this loaded up. I wanted to play it. I think it's funny. Gooch probably hasn't seen it. All right, here we go.
Stronger. To a point where the next one's going to be, you know what? The N word. You know what it is? Nuclear. Yeah. No, it's the N word. That's a very nasty word in a lot of ways. The N word used in a nuclear sense. That's the worst thing that can happen.
It's a nasty word in a lot of ways.
I jumped into
Everyone
Isaac's
lost
stream
their
just as
mind.
he started playing that clip, and I kind of saw it out of context, and I actually thought he was talking about the N word, and I was like, that's kind of weird. But yeah, it makes a little more sense, kind of.
And the black voters go up and up and up. My Nutella. Way to go, Trump.
My Nutella.
It's a nasty word.
Yeah, Kreese, did Trump have the N-word pass to be able to say nuclear?
Kreese doesn't pass out the N-word pass to anybody, let alone me.
He gave me one for my birthday. I have one. There's no expiration date on it.
All right, live on YouTube. Go for it then.
Run it.
he like gatekeeps other black people. Like Vagabundo gave me the N-word pass and he revoked it. And I'm like, how is that even possible?
Well, we all know why that is.
Vagabundo didn't confer with the council. Okay. There's
I
no
don't
way
think he's
for you
allowed
to
on the
exit
council. He has the rank of master, but he's not allowed on the council.
Remember,
All
kids,
right.
this is pronounced Niger.
Yes, I did notice that. Thank you for pronouncing it correctly. This one had me rolling. POV, you and your boys are rolling down the street of Tripoli, Libya, fighting the undeclared civil war.
Oh dear.
And all the best weaponry has a foot pedal as a trigger, by the way.
What the heck?
Got a jam. Cleared it. God.
Based Libya.
What the hell?
I love that he's just in a t-shirt and pants.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're closing the gap.
I was like, there must be like no one firing back because he's so exposed right now.
I don't know what's happening either, but
yeah, it looks like he's cruising for chicks, and he's like, "Oh, I might as well start a civil war. There's no one out here." Like, it's just like...
This looks like some sort of Russian 50 cal. What is it, the 12.7 round or something like that? I think it's like an old Russian gun. But
yeah, it would make sense to have those in Libya.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Russian weapons are everywhere.
I was waiting for Easy to start playing. Missed opportunity.
He's dressed like the Fawns out there,
down the
like, trying to
street.
like start a war.
Hey,
That's it. It just needs to give it a good whack and it'll start firing again.
Yeah.
All right. We're to the clip that I don't know if I want to let Nerd Slap be aware of it or not, but so there's two bros and they ran, I guess they didn't have anything to stir their drink with, so one of them grabbed a, what is that, like a pizza remover dealy, and then a
rolling pin,
spatula, and a rolling pin.
Oh no.
Oh, no. So good.
It's like, dude, I can't even look at you right now.
Yeah. Never seen this in the same way.
Yeah. So good.
Look at his fucking face.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude.
Yeah.
He will never look at his friend the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have to use that.
Yeah, I'm thinking ABF on the left one, Necronol on the right.
No.
What do you mean by you need to use that? What are you talking about? You need to use that. What do you mean by
That clip. That clip.
Oh god.
Just the tip.
I think you know Gooch. Okay, and then I pulled up this one for Gooch actually.
Oh no.
I don't know if Gooch still finds little people hilarious. So what's his rap?
I have this. Kata.
Yeah, you did Kata dirty with this one.
25
It's ripped.
dude.
Yeah, that's like 10 cent right there.
2 cent.
2 cents.
Yeah, actually someone said that 5 cent.
5 cent.
I've got a name, but I'm keeping it to myself.
Yeah, half
Funny
clip.
thing is, when he actually does this, you can't see me. You're like, yeah, I can't see you.
I like this one, Napoleon flex.
Oh, Kata leaving the gym. It's always good to watch.
All right. This is a good one too. I hope YouTube doesn't get mad at me for this one. It's in a different language, but you don't need a language for it. So I guess his wife is helping him put up some curtains or something.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Well done. I did not see the heck of me. That's crazy.
That's a happy marriage right there.
Yeah,
Right.
that's pretty good.
Yes.
That was unexpected.
I know. I'm like, that's like kind of clean, but not. Okay. And then we were talking shit, or at least I was. I always talk shit about the British. But this seems
Yes, here we go.
a bean pizza.
What?
I just kept scrolling. That's something I just had
That's-
to not see.
That's essentially beans on toast.
Honestly, the only thing I would do to that is deep fry it, and it'd be fucking banging.
How do you deep fry a pizza?
So you get the oil, you get the batter, and then 2 seconds later, it's deep fried. There you go, pizza crunch.
Yeah, but when you submerge a pizza in oil,
Yeah.
doesn't it fall apart?
Nope, you got the batter keeping it together.
Sammy.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, you're saying to bread it also.
Well, not bread, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you dip it in the liquid batter. It's same as you do with like, fried Oreos or Snickers or whatever.
It's carbs on carbs on carbs on carbs. It's a pizza crunch with chips and curry sauce.
But it's also a
Oh
bean
my
pizza, and it's an affront to God and all of his creation.
Well,
So-
look, people
Sure.
complain about pineapple on pizza, but when you're talking about beans, it's already in a tomato brine, so you're halfway there to the pizza anyway. So it's not like it's going to change the flavor; it's just going to be consistency that's different.
But
I
it's
don't know.
beans.
That seems like an awful lot of mental gymnastics to me to justify bean pizza.
I'm not justifying. I'd fucking have that any day.
Okay,
My
I
biggest concern
think
is the
that
fact that it's
as an
Heinz.
American,
When
I
did they
will
start making-
apologize for sending beans to the British during World War II because you apparently developed some kind of infatuation, and I think you guys all need therapy for it.
Love my baked beans.
God bless you, Hayden. That literally made me
Y'all don't
nauseated.
know.
Looking at that. That's
Y'all
disgusting.
are saying this without any pretext. Like you got to try just the beans on toast. Good hangover meal. If any of you drink, it says gets you through the day. Really does.
Beans on toast is great.
Yeah.
Especially with beef in it. Yeah.
Steak
Stank man,
Not
go
you,
back to
I'm siding with it. I'm siding with
damn
it. I'm doubling down, dude.
Lost him.
I don't know him. I don't.
Thank you, Magnum Doors, for $2. Not so Biggie Smalls. That's a good rap name.
Lil Pippa we'll call him.
Smalley Biggs.
Let's see here. All right. Now to get into some actual gaming stuff. But we'll start with a funny. Now, how many people have a favorite EA game?
Need for Speed.
For sure, I
Need-
do.
Honestly, it's got to be Battlefront 2, 2017. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, where's Battlefront? Was that? I
Well,
thought
it'd
I
be
saw
Star
it.
Wars.
Oh, here we
Star
go,
Wars fans, yeah.
Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, they
So
did a lot of
hoping to
good games
see
back in the day.
hoping to see EA dead one day. I think
Yeah.
that perfectly describes every single person that's played an EA game.
Yeah.
Because the crazy thing, I'll go to the Steam DB charts for Battlefront 2 right now. Just give me a second. Keep chats amongst yourself.
I mean, Mass Effect also. Battlefield.
Mass
for me.
Effect, Battlefield, they killed.
Battlefield, yeah.
Medal of
Sims,
Honor.
I played a
they
lot
just-
of Sims.
Dead
back in the
Space.
day.
And Medal of
Medal
Honor
of-
is amazing, actually.
Yeah, they
I love
killed the
Medal
Medal
of
of Honor franchise.
Used to be.
completely.
Yeah, it used
Yeah.
to be good.
Yeah.
They decided to run with Battlefield over Medal of Honor, even though they
Yeah.
kind of went back and forth. They just decided not to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Didn't
And then
they
they
add,
should can Battlefront because of Battlefield as well. 2042, I think.
Didn't they add like surgery scars to The Sims? Like top
They
stars
did.
or something?
They did.
Yep.
Oh.
And also, Norman, they slacked on making good Battlefield games to make your Battlefront game. By the way,
Well, look at this.
Yeah.
Obviously, every 4th of May it goes on sale, so that's where the spike comes in. But that graph is going up and is keep going up. And PlayStation's popping off right now. Been asking people on Xbox. There's tons of people playing Battlefront 2 right now. The demand for Battlefront 3 is so there. They will never listen. Shame.
Well, Jay Raymond's not involved anymore, so yeah.
Disney
we can
EA
get into
now
that later
anyway,
if we
so-
do.
I don't know. Need for Speed. I love Hot Pursuit. I
Mhm.
love that game. That was one of my favorites.
Hot Pursuit 2010 and then
Underground.
Most Wanted
Underground.
was awesome.
Most
Yo.
Wanted was great.
Oh, Most Wanted was great. I loved running through
Yeah.
the barriers, dude.
Yeah,
I think I
yeah.
still have the original discs. That was so fun, dude.
The first Hot Pursuit, I think, was the first game that you were actually running from cops in just like a racing game, and it kind of revolutionized the street
Oh my goodness, dude.
racing game.
I had it on my computer
area.
in like when I was 19, and the best part was you could be a cop and lay down spike
Yes.
strips and stuff. It
Yep,
was
spike
so-
strips. Yeah, that was great.
Hot Pursuit 2010, awesome, good soundtrack. You had Benny Benassi Cinema in there. You are
I mean, honestly, I would take
cinema.
either one of the original Battlefront games over the current one, the 27. I mean, I like
A-
it's not
absolutely,
that bad
but-
anymore, but yeah, except for that remake, what was not the remake, the remaster they did for that, the collection.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
It
but
was
for
broken
me,
when it came out, but it's working all right now.
I'm up for that Star. When I want that Star Wars fix, I want things to look a bit better. And 2017 it still looks
Yeah, it does
phenomenal.
look good.
Like it's
Yeah, I
like,
enjoy it.
It looks
from
like
time
it
to
came
time.
out last week or something.
Yeah.
You know.
That's good. How?
Let's see here, and we also have this. This is almost like a post by Feds. I don't know if you guys follow that account,
Yeah.
but Stellar Blade PC reportedly runs better with Denuvo than without. Claims Dev.
Absolute Bullshit.
And in case you don't know, Denuvo is a anti-piracy software that you have to run on your computer in the background. It just does it on its own and robs valuable resources from your PC as you're playing a game.
It eats up everything on your PC as you're playing a game, and it causes frequent crashes for some people. So,
well, here's an idea: play it on PlayStation.
Yeah,
here's an idea. Kiss my ass.
39 new outfits on PC.
Good.
Or is it 29? I think it's 29 new outfits on PC.
All right, well, then don't play it at all.
I'm just deleting Denuvo right now.
I'll do that.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Nagranal, I don't know if you've been reading the news today about Microsoft at all. No? Well,
I never claimed to like Microsoft.
People are putting out like worrisome news. Breaking: PlayStation fans on Reddit thread worried Xbox gamers will get access to #PlayStation
First of all,
games.
if you're on Reddit, you're a fucking idiot.
Let me finish. If Steam is added to the Xbox, I'm really worried because if Xbox has Steam, the PlayStation console becomes completely useless, and Sony is ruining our brand.
Whoops. I do, if this is real, I do want to see what becomes of this deal, because obviously this is Xbox trying to keep their sort of software going in the long term. And it seems to me like they might have struck a deal with Steam where it's like, if we integrate Steam onto our Xbox and give you all of these new players, give us maybe 10% off from your cut or something. Maybe Steam will take like 20% instead of 30%.
Yeah.
What does it mean, Xbox environments? That your PC, so you're going to run Xbox,
No,
you're going to run Steam through your Xbox on your PC or on your television?
Remember how we keep joking everything is an Xbox?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, your
Like,
TV might have access to Steam eventually.
Yeah.
That's great. For
Through
your
Xbox.
TV.
Through Xbox. And also, this actually makes the console, the Xbox Series S and X, a little bit more valuable if they do bring Steam. And that might justify the $80 price increase.
Period. Because it's not right now.
Because they just jacked up their prices on consoles, and now they're starting to talk about this. Like, that actually might make people be like, okay, I'm willing to pay extra.
Yeah, then you essentially have not like a Steam Deck handheld, but you have a Steam console that you have access to if you have an Xbox. So
how's that work legally though? Like, because
okay, so here's an example, kind of a long-winded example, but Fortnite on Apple, for instance, right? They had this big fight over who gets how much of the cut. So it would essentially be a platform on a platform. So everyone's getting a little bit of cut out of every microtransaction and purchase on there, type of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why does Ozzy keep talking when he doesn't even fucking play video games?
Damn, dude.
I don't get it.
Wow.
Got a
Shots
point.
fired.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'll see you guys. I don't play video games either. So,
what are you talking about? You hand built your gaming PC.
well, yeah, I built it from scratch, but
Yeah, like you actually like mined for the copper and the gold.
yeah,
right? Yeah.
Fair enough.
Actually,
Well, at least he admits
truthful answer.
yeah, I mean,
Admits it. Microsoft rumored to be testing Steam. It's probably not a rumor. I assume they run tests all the time. Whether or not they're going to pull through with it is the question. Within the Microsoft Store. So, according to insider Xtasis, I don't know.
Nope. Xbox Simp what?
Yeah. Microsoft has internally begun testing Steam integration within the Microsoft Store environment, intending to bring that to the next generation Xbox console eventually. So it may not be this gen, it might be next gen. Here's the relevant quote from the latest YouTuber podcast. Xbox and Steam are heading into the next generation, but steps are already being taken as Microsoft has just added the Steam application to the support software for its devices. I assume that's like the dev kit.
Yeah.
Appearing under the name of Steam Developer Beta. This, of course, is currently only available to certain employees and people who collaborate with Microsoft to provide support or develop certain things.
I imagine this has got to be an incentive to get Xbox players to actually start spending money on the platform, because we all know that the biggest reason to have an Xbox right now is Game Pass, and you're just paying however many bucks a month. So if you have access to all these new games that you can only get on Steam, but you can also get them on your Xbox now, you might be actually putting the money down to play these games.
Well, I mean, look what something like this could do for indie games, right? Because we get awesome indie games on Steam. And if you bring that to console players as well, you're going to at least double the revenue that they are making. And these are games that oftentimes are made by one person or 5 people, very small teams. Yeah. This gives a whole new access to a new library of indie games to gamers that might want that, but don't want to shell out the money for, a high-end PC or something like that.
So I just want to read this really quick.
Depends on how well it runs on Xbox, though. I mean, most of those games are more optimized for PC, aren't they?
Well, I was about to say, I would guarantee that they probably run better on an Xbox than they would on, say, like the Steam Deck even.
Well, the developer will tailor the device experience. So just like they do for the PlayStation. I've been telling you that the next generation of Xbox is going to be more like a PC than a console. It already is a PC. It's a PC with lockdown software on it. Yep. Everything is going to be developed around PC environments. Well, actually, games are developed on PC, and then they bring them over to the console. So, yeah, just wanted to point that out. And they're fully putting that out in the world and letting everybody know that, and they're not trying to be cute about it anymore. They're just saying these are PCs.
Yeah, this is definitely like the better way to go with it, other than PlayStation doing the rumor that's been for like a year now is that PlayStation is working on their own launcher so that they can get around all the 30%. That's why they've been drip feeding us with the PlayStation sign-ins for all the Steam games, so that when they do launch their own launcher, then it's pretty easy for you to port all those games over from your Steam account.
But they're looking over at Epic Games and realizing that they've been dropping probably like $1 billion+
And yes, Erwin, I'm gonna pull the trigger and get Game Pass on my TV this week. So yeah.
Yes.
Well, this doesn't really affect me though, because I would just rather not ever buy an Xbox again anyway. I mean, I already have to have Windows on my PC. I would rather not also have to get Game Pass or some other Microsoft app to download Steam or whatever. I just download Steam on your PC or your laptop or something.
No, yeah, and I'm not trying to fight you. Sorry, go ahead, Gooch.
No, I was just gonna say, is this the death nail for Sony then? Because how do they keep
That's
up
the thing.
with?
Maybe.
I was gonna say that it's gonna cause Sony to probably have to compete in a different way. They're probably gonna have to take this information and move differently with it now.
Yeah.
Well, Sony's big play usually is to go after the marketing rights for whatever game's coming out. So I guarantee for the GTA 6 trailers, when they're starting to ramp up a bit more, you'll see the PlayStation logo in the corner. You'll see at the end, play this on PlayStation, even though you can buy it on an Xbox, it will say play on PlayStation. So subconsciously, you'll be seeing that, and people will want to go out and buy a PS5 Pro or maybe even wait for the PS6 before they do it.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, this will push them to make more and better exclusive games for PlayStation.
Yep.
I would hope so too, because back when we had exclusive games for all these different platforms, like they were putting way too much work into the quality of those games, and we were having a great time with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The Xbox was way better when there was actual good exclusives on the platform.
Yeah.
Because the running trend with the PlayStation exclusives right now is we're seeing creative directors leave. Last summer, we had the Wolverine director leave, and apparently they're retailing that whole game after the Insomniac leaks last year. And then, of course, we had the Fair Games lead director. She left like last week or something like that, and that game has been taken back, not to the drawing board, I don't think, but they are trying to sort of iron out the kinks and make it playable.
I don't know if they really are going to have a smile on their face with this collaboration, but
I was going to say, I think the two guys breaking through should be Phil and what's the other guy's called? I can't remember his name.
Gabe?
Lord
Gabe.
Gabe.
Yeah, there should be Phil and Gabe in the middle. Yeah,
Yeah.
All hail Lord Gaben, may he live forever.
I love how people just call him Gaben because that's his like username.
May he live forever.
No one knows his real name.
You guys think we'll get Half-Life 3 before GTA 6?
It's a possibility generally, because the rumors are ramping up and they're definitely working on it. That's a fact. So it's just a matter of when, not if.
Yeah, there are assets that names are being changed in active Steam games and Valve games right now. There are assets that have been used in Half-Life before. There's there's changes that are happening on the back end that lots of people are noticing. So they're definitely working on something. We don't know that it's Half-Life 3, but they're using a lot of stuff from Half-Life 2 and Gmod and stuff like that.
I am tired of hearing it. It's not going to happen, people. It's not happening. Been waiting.
Get
20
ready to
years
be
for
proven
it.
wrong.
I hope I am, but it's not going to happen.
There's cake. Don't worry, there's cake.
Cake is a
Well, if you
lie.
beat the game, you would know. Cake's
All
not
right. Now on to serious news. All right. So everyone get glued in front of the television, computer, phone, call your mom and grandma. Texas man sues Whataburger for almost $1 million over fast food order.
American stuff. I'm going on my phone.
So check this out. A Whataburger customer is suing the fast food restaurant for almost $1 million for his burger order. Demery Ardell Wilson, man, it sounds like a shooter when you name all three names like that, filed a petition in Texas on April 25th, claiming that the chain failed to act in accordance with the appropriate standards of care and caused him to suffer personal injuries. This is totally a lawyer saying that. Wilson's lawsuit states that he went to a Whataburger location and ate a fast food meal that caused him to have an allergic reaction. His burger allegedly contained onions, which he claims he specifically requested to be removed. However, Wilson claimed the topping was not removed, which left him in need of medical attention, per the lawsuit obtained by the outlet. Though the lawsuit does not mention Wilson's specific order, a classic Whataburger burger, I hate saying burger twice like that, contains a beef patty with mustard, tomato, lettuce, pickles, and diced onion on a bun. The website lists other allergens, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so this is the lawyer part. There was a manufacturing defect in the food at the time.
Was it made by a machine?
Wilson's possession.
More likely.
Read the filing.
Okay, so I've actually got a little bit of experience with this because I am allergic to avocado. So every time
avocados in chat, people.
Shut up.
Avocados, please.
Every time I go somewhere, I have to specify no guacamole, no avocado. Do you know how often I end up with avocado slices on my fucking food, even after I say no avocado?
Well,
Fast food, man.
you're okay, Hayden.
But
Have you
here's
not
the
been
thing.
listening to Ryan Kinnell? You need to microdose avocado and step it up every day until you can handle avocados.
I actually did try that because I like guacamole. It doesn't help.
Maybe you can sue Ryan Kinnell.
Hey, there's something. But no, like anytime I go get Mexican food or something, you know, I have to specify no avocado because sometimes they'll throw like avocado slices on the side of it. And if that ever happens, I just tell them again, I'm allergic to avocado, or I just like don't eat it. Like, I mean, I just don't eat in the area. But I'm so allergic to it that even using shampoo that has avocado oil in it will make me vomit.
Damn.
It's always been
let your
really fun.
conditioner sit for like an hour in your hair.
I have to.
He doesn't even deny it. I love it.
No, conditioner stays in my hair for a long time, dude.
Gooch, you know a lot about keeping yourself up. How long do you leave your conditioner in for?
Oh, well, you said up, so I didn't know where you were going with
Well,
that.
Gooch is supposed to look up today.
I do my Kegels in the morning. And, that's how I maintain that up position. This is kind of a ridiculous lawsuit because, like, you know the recipe. It's like going to Red Lobster and saying, "Please, no lobster or shrimp," because I'm allergic to it.
Yeah, I'm allergic to
bother?
shellfish.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like so. You're going to a burger joint. There's going to be onions. So I don't know. Self-inflicting. Is this the Kramer coffee incident all over? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, check your food. If you have a specific allergen, you say, hey, don't put this on there. You need to be responsible for yourself as well and check it. like I said, my allergy won't put me into like anaphylactic shock or anything. It just makes me like vomit for about 24 hours. So
I was hoping it was the shits. It gives you
no, it's terrible. I hate it.
That's
But
only when he
won't
drinks the
kill me.
shampoo, like Bobby was saying.
Listen, okay, you just have a taste every once in a while, all right? You gotta make sure.
There it is.
But no, it's as a person with a food allergy that is a common, food that gets served to people, I always check my food and make sure, except for that one time that I didn't check that the 7-layer burrito, one of the layers was guacamole, and I ate that, and that didn't end well. But if it was going to kill me, I'd be a lot more careful about what I was eating, right? Like this is this guy's fault because yes, he said don't put it on there, but you're a retard if you don't check to make sure that the fast food worker didn't put the thing on there that you told them not to put on.
Like he couldn't smell it before he put it in his mouth. Like it's right here. You smell the onions. Don't tell me.
Does it say on the receipt? Does it say on the receipt no onions? Because if there's like, if it says no onions on the receipt and they still served onions to him, then he might win that case.
Yeah,
I disagree because
you guys are doing
have
good.
to check yourself.
No, you guys are poking holes in the argument, which you should be, because check this out. Wilson's filing against the burger chain comes after Hadi, that's his lawyer, represented him in a lawsuit against Sonic also.
This guy's he's one of those guys.
Let me guess. Onion rings.
He is Kramer. He is
onion
Kramer.
in my onion ring.
And Sonic denied him. And also, they've been denying him too. They're like, yeah, okay, prove it.
That said, it made him feel sick down there under the image.
Made him feel sick?
He's got the same allergy I do. It's not even going to kill him. It just makes it makes tummy hurt. Like,
yeah, but so much you pay for that.
Yeah.
Right, Gooch, with your fist.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I did hear about that. Didn't he get like he had an onion ring in his like normal fries or something?
Oh, that happens all the time. That's a bonus ring.
Yeah, that's a bonus
ring.
Yeah. So
I don't think that's what
this clown goes to these fast food chains, knowing that he's allergic to onions, looking for a lawsuit. Basically,
sounds like it.
Yeah, because he probably has the allergy, like I said, that gives you the tummy hurt. It's not gonna kill him, and he's just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get $1 million from somebody."
Like having a
just
peanut
come to
allergy.
Canada, you get your burger. It's caribou, moose, and some kind of wild animal, and then you're fine. Like come to Canada. We don't have avocados.
What's a moose burger taste like?
It's
a what?
Moose burger's good.
burger.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Really good.
Nice.
I've never had a moose burger. I've had bison though. I have bison on
Bison
regular
burgers, moose
occasions.
burgers are good.
Bison.
Emu.
Bison.
Oh, don't say that. I think Niat might be
Yeah.
around.
I have had an ostrich burger before. I've also had a kangaroo burger. They were awesome.
Yeah.
Wouldn't kangaroo be like super gamey and stringy?
I think
It was actually okay because it was in the burger form. So I think it was ground up first.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Huh.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of things. Well, my dad's a master chef, so like when I was younger, he would like make all these, like we'd had shark meat, I had like rattlesnake, gator, all the exotic animals and stuff like that. I had bison meat when I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bison meat is amazing.
Oh, it's so high in protein and super lean. It's
It's all flavored, just like venison. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bison chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak gets no respect.
Phenomenal.
No respect.
Oh my god, it's so
if it's meat, I'll eat it. I don't care.
You heard it here first, folks.
You want me to highlight?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, here you go.
A, here's one. B, here's two. C, here's both. No, I do not like. I don't want to see what they taste like. So
friggin' did.
Just Liver King that shit. Put it in some milk, protein powder.
Or I could just take actual steroids, like he did allegedly.
Like a man.
All right. And another story we got here Fans discuss marathon developer Bungie's future after yet another plagiarism row rocks the studio. So we heard about the entire style being ripped off from an artist for the game, and it sounds like they're finding little trickles of other artists in there as well. And yeah, so as Destiny 2 developer Bungie scrambles to recover its reputation after yet another independent artist accused of the studio of lifting their artwork, the community around the developer is wondering what's next. And I keep asking myself what's going to happen. It's all just speculation what they're going to do. The game isn't out yet. I think that, man, they're going to have the greatest redemption ever for this artist to make their game not look like a complete evil game. Like I don't even know.
I have a lot to say about this.
So I do.
Go ahead.
I do think that there is another option, and it seems to be the option that they're kind of attempting at this point, because they've apparently been in contact with this first artist, Anti-Real, and they're trying to quote unquote make it right. So if they dump a fuck ton of money on her and go, hey, yeah, we're buying your art that we illegally put into your game and stole, but now we're buying it, that could be a way out for them to.
But you know what they need?
Fork over cash.
But that's not enough though, because you have other artists that have fought and won, but haven't gotten paid yet from like 5 or 6 years ago. They haven't been paid yet, even though like the court ruled that he does.
And Bungie has a history with this. Like we covered it last year. They released a new Destiny update with a bunch of new icons and stuff, and some guy came out. It's like, yeah, I designed those like a year ago. So it clearly seems to me like the design team is just going on Google and taking whatever the fuck they want and putting it.
Okay, so it's more insidious than that, I'm pretty sure. So, in case you haven't heard, because people give me shit about it all the time, but no, that's not what I was talking about. I am not part of this group. No, but I do graphic design for a living, and one of the things
you made this?
all of the excuses.
I said you made that.
Yes, you're the one that commissioned it. Why are you giving me shit?
Oh, well, sorry. We'll have your art up as you're talking. Go ahead.
All right. So for Hayden's
drop his OnlyFans link in the chat, please.
Go ahead, Mo. Speak your truth.
Speak your truth.
Your truth.
What assholes you are. All right. So okay. So take it down. All right. There's a 42%. Thank you. I figured it would actually take itself down. There was a 42% chance it was going to, but no. As far as like what I've been hearing, and I've heard a lot of people, whether it be like people that are postulating in the crappy media, or even people that are in the fellowship on other channels and stuff like that. Like, there's just a lot of kind of like misgivings about what's going on, and kind of excusing the fact that this person hasn't had their art picked up after a while. You could, if your art's out there for 20 years and they pick it up, you are owed credit and money for that work if it helps them. If you say, well, it's been out for a while, which I've heard some people say, which is maddening to no end, because artists can put something out and it cannot be picked up for years upon years, and it'll finally catch. It'll finally catch. But the most likely case scenario here, and if they're smart, which they're probably not. Okay, there's two pieces of this real quick. The first problem is your first line of defense is your artist. If you're going to hire activists and losers, you've already lost. Mm-hmm. When I do work, I make sure that I do, because parallel thought is not admissible as evidence in graphic design. If you do not check, if you do not go do a Google image search, if you do not do a Goodwill search for similar work, that's on you, not on any other artist. So if they didn't do that, first of all, they obviously, from what I saw, they've stolen the art. They didn't even try to doctor it up or give it a little.
Well, just to add to that, the art followed that artist on Twitter. So they would have been familiar with that.
Yes. So, but I'm saying, like, best case scenario, even if you're not trying to be malignant, if you're not trying to be mean and take people's stuff, if you don't do the work and you don't double check, but you should always double check your assets too. You should always make sure that they're up, that you know that the licenses are still going. The fact that this has been so egregiously it's such an egregious offense to the artist shows that A, they don't have a good structure, B, they've hired nothing but activists, and C, they can't even, like, it shouldn't even get beyond the artist. The artist should be doing the research to find out if they can use it.
Yeah.
And Erwin was saying earlier in the chat how Bungie fires everyone, but there's a good chance that Sony might just fire Bungie because they paid $3.6 billion for Bungie, hoping that they would come over and give them that big live service cash cow.
Yeah.
And
they're only losing money.
Destiny 2 is crashing and burning. Marathon doesn't look like it's going to make it out the door. So I think it might be a couple of months before Sony goes, hey, get the fuck out.
Yeah. So what's probably going to happen? That'd be easy because most graphic designers don't get paid much. It's kind of the nature of the beast. Yeah. But thank you. I do. But what they should do if they're going to get out ahead of it, they need to talk with each artist individually that they know that they've agreed, and they need to get a settlement in place. Because if they don't, they're more than likely, and I'm just guessing, but this can be the case if you have enough aggrieved parties, you'll have a class action lawsuit and then you're screwed.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to get out and you want to pay these people. People do that. It happens all the time. Sometimes you use these assets and you've in like with Marathon, you've integrated it into your brand. And now that you've integrated into your brand, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. So what you do is you try to find the easiest way forward. And as an artist, all you ever want to do is to be done with the project, get paid, and move on to the next one. That's the way we think. So they're not going to linger on and sue, I don't think. That's usually not how people work. They want to just move on to the next thing. They want it to be a
settle out deal.
And as long and the only thing they care about is if they put it in their portfolio. That's the big thing. As long as they can claim credit for it, they'll be plenty happy because that's a big project. Anyway,
I said this on Nerd Wars stream, but I believe that it's a handful of employees, the design team, that just want to go home early, and they just they quickly went to Wikipedia and downloaded their book report type of thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, this art style, I'll just copy it. They probably even put it through AI to make it look a little bit different, but AI copied just enough to where it left a fingerprint left. You know?
No, one of the assets is like a direct copy.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like they're able to find like some of the notes or whatever on some of the images, and
the artist hid images inside their own images, and you could see it in the game.
Yeah, and I think that it's probably just a whole bunch of, you know, we throw the term around a lot, diversity hires. It's probably people that are just unqualified, right? Yep. And I just want to bring this up too. This was when I remember them starting to get like overtly political with their company. I'm trying to enjoy Destiny 2, and they start putting BLM stuff in my face and talking about Roe v. Wade. It's like, what does that have to do with my video game that takes place in space? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yep. That's my little rant.
Bungie's tanking themselves.
But this has happened for decades. Like it's the same thing with comic creators. They get screwed over. Every artist gets screwed over. They don't get paid. They don't get the licensing rights. They get screwed over. Like you guys mentioned it. There's guys that are still waiting for 5-6 years to get paid. They're probably never going to see a dime of that. And
they probably won't.
No.
And there's time, like especially if you work under the company, if you're under the company purview and you're not a freelancer, or as we say, a 1099er here in America. That's the tax code for being a freelancer. That's how you refer to yourself. After a while, the contract can time out, and they will do that. They will just basically do Chinese democracy, which is they'll just they'll just fight you back and forth on it, and then it fails, and you don't get paid. And that happens a lot. I've gotten stiffed by a lot of people.
Well, like
I shouldn't have said that.
So Gooch and Mo, I know you'll both appreciate this, but like I've been talking for a little while about how I want to find a composer to actually compose me a background music that I can play whenever I do streams and for videos that I make and stuff like that. And I want an artist to actually make me an actual logo to use. And I have tons of people come to me and go, oh, you can use AI, you can do it this way, you can do it that way. And I'm like, no, I want to pay an artist to have that human touch to it. Because
well, if you want music, I would recommend the Fellowship's resident German Smoothie DJ.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about. I was literally thinking about reaching out to Smooth the other day. Just
Hayden, I think
actually
Marty McDonald probably.
I think people recommend that too, just so you can get started, and then work your way up to getting higher and higher quality stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
let's not forget your own in-house Asian Yo Pops. He could probably put something together for you.
Because a lot of people have this problem where they won't put one step forward until everything is perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. Just take a step, even though it's messy. Just move forward.
But again, my thing is I don't want to use AI in my stuff. I want to hire a human to make it, pay them, and then have that and have the rights to it. Yes, Mo, I know.
I know a guy.
Real quick, Sons and Shadows gifted 1 membership. Dude, thank you, Jeff, so much.
What
were we gonna say, Gooch?
I was so anti-AI until just the last little while. For drawing art, like for comics and stuff like that, and for other things, I just don't agree with the AI. But for the songs, I use AI for the songs all the time.
Yeah,
and it's great because I can't afford it.
Right.
You can enjoy yourself making it too, just typing in different stuff into pseudo, and then it pumps it out, and you start giggling, and it's just like fun.
Creative. And I know I'm being a hypocrite here because I've said like a fuck AI, but I've come to realize like I'm going up a mountain here. I'm not gonna. It's a big climb. I'm never gonna reach the top in this fight. So like, I started using it more and more, and I don't know. It's cheap. I can do it quickly. I mean, I could draw a lot of the art myself. I'm lucky because I know how to draw. And Mo, if you're graphic,
he does know how to draw. That's a Gooch original.
Wow,
nice, dude.
Yep, Afro Samurai. That is a Gooch original.
I'm more on the graphic design end of it, but yeah, there's some,
I will draw my own art, but like if people can't draw, I totally get it. But
yeah, I have zero artistic talent whatsoever, but I do have the ability to pay another person. And that's why I personally, like, I have fun with AI, but whenever I do streams, with the eventual intent of potentially monetizing them, I want to showcase a human's work of art that I bought and have that be my branding or that be my music.
Well, I took graphics in high school. I still remember my color theory.
Well, Brett brings up a good point, I guess. AI is a tool only as good as the person using it. As artists, you guys know how to use it.
So to that end,
they have an eye to
to that end, the prompts that you see, if you go to Midjourney on Discord, you can try it for a little bit. But if you look at some of the prompts used by the professional, it's insane. There's like aperture for the camera. There's like it could be a paragraph long. Like it's computer programming and in kind of knowing like Boolean terms and stuff like that. Like if not, then this, So if you know what you're doing, it's great. I use it with my work all the time. It's usually to streamline removal of this. Like I don't want this logo here. I don't want this here. I don't want this in the background. I don't, it still has lots of problems with lots of things, but it helps expedite. Now I could do that by hand easily, but when I'm meeting a deadline and that could save me 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, hey, it's useful. And people that have a problem with it,
well, like look at Punch McLightning, for example. He uses Midjourney for his
amazingly,
and it's phenomenal.
Yeah. He's good at it.
He knows how to work that system.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Does anyone believe?
I believe.
Did you see the thumbnail? So I mean, you be the judge.
Well, I have a 27-inch tablet where I've taught myself how to digitally start drawing with Clip Studio, and it like I'm old school, a pencil and a paper, I'll draw it out. But now I can transfer it over and do and ink it digitally and everything. And that's what I do for a lot of my artwork early. Now it's like thumbnails and everything. It's AI is just quicker for me to get it done, and So I'd be a hypocrite to sit there and say, "Oh, fuck AI!" Like everything should be drawn or everything should be done. So
it's so easy to use, and it seems like YouTube likes it when you use it. So, like,
yeah,
why wouldn't you use it?
Yeah,
I do love my hand drawn art. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bang that drum and say they should be hand drawn art for like books and stuff like that. But I see
it makes
where
you look
everything's
like
going.
Gorlock.
The biggest problem with AI is a lot of the models are trained by dubious sources. Like there's a lot of people like calling
Nerd
on
Slap?
copyright. Yeah, well, I mean, not the person using it. He's a piece of shit. I'm talking about people that unceremoniously just kind of grab it from Google and other sources. They don't train the model very well, and a lot of that comes up. So that's where we're at right now. But Adobe, you know, some of us are just kind of locked into it, especially if we do it for a living. Adobe recently, last year, they basically, their terms and conditions said, whatever you make, we have access to.
Yeah.
So basically, they're training their model, and there's not much you can do because a lot of these, especially if you use InDesign, you're locked into that software. There's other kind of competitors, but some of them, like, you cannot get out of. Like, you just can't get out of it because of the way things need to be delivered, and they know that, and they took advantage of the situation, and they suck. There's competitors, but they're nowhere near ready for prime time. And that's what's happening is companies are getting in on the AI bandwagon, and they're stealing people's work.
There's a lot of them that will go on Twitter and they will just search different art tags, and they'll take art that's just been posted on Twitter, which, to be fair, you posted it in public. I mean,
yeah,
but they'll take that and they'll use that to train their AI.
So to that end,
kind of fucked up, but I mean, it is posted publicly.
That's stupid for the artist if they're not watermarking it or anything. Because if you put it on Facebook, you put it on Twitter, you put it on anything, you are agreeing to their terms and conditions, which means it's fair game.
You basically
like,
made it public domain.
You made it public, and if you watermark it, okay, then you've at least kind of mitigated it a little bit. Even though you can get around that, ironically, with AI, you know, you can remove stock art. I don't, I tried it just to see I don't do that because I just don't do that. But you're curious about that kind of thing. But the whole thing is if you put it up on Facebook, YouTube, or anything like that, you basically said, hey, this is public domain now. It's fair use. That's where people got to understand. It's people that aren't acclimated to how you share your stuff and how you're supposed to share your work. But on the other hand, nobody's going to know who you are if you don't share it on social media. So it's kind of like, what's the balance?
It's catch-22.
Yep, catch-22.
I like how Mo's like, I've never done that before, even though I did it that one time for science. But
yeah,
I just wanted to see what it looked like.
I'm sure that won't get clipped.
That's PG-13 at least. So
it can be.
All right.
I will say though, like as a musician, like Nerd Slap's used some AI music stuff before, and it actually really impressed me. I've heard some pretty crazy stuff. But Hayden, if you did want to go like the human-made route, I've heard some pretty decent things from Fiverr. You can like look up artists and stuff on there. There's like different price ranges and whatnot, but I haven't used it personally. But
stuff on there, spoiler alert, costs more than $5 because once you look at it, there's like all these different add-ons and stuff on like delivery time or quality and this and that. Like you're not paying $5. It's not some low quality piece that you're getting. So
you can get actual like real composed like full songs on there, and it'll cost you a little bit, but somebody made that, and then you have the rights to be able to use it. So.
I'm just gonna warn you: if you thought Bungie artists were unscrupulous, just wait for Fiverr. They don't even try sometimes.
You have to keep them in check, and if they don't deliver what you want, you have to say that immediately in text through the site. Don't use external communication. Fiverr will protect you on what you pay through it. So just like PayPal will. So if they don't deliver on their products, you can say, this guy sucks, I don't like it.
Yep.
and you can get all your money back.
Well, and then there's
It's a waste
also
of time,
the fact
but-
that artists, guys, I'm about to. I've been defending artists. Now I'm going to say sometimes artists are absolute pieces of shit, and you will pay them up front for something, and then they won't deliver on the product.
Well, that's
that is a thing that happens a lot. And being somebody that is, yeah, I'm involved in the VTuber community, and all of that is centered around.
Surely
art.
you just.
Yeah,
a VTuber?
Right. But a lot of them, like they'll pay an artist to make them a new model or to rig a new model or to make them a new like background music, something like that, and then they will just never see anything. And sometimes they pay hundreds of dollars or
That's the
thousands
client's
of
fault,
dollars.
to be honest with you. That's your own damn fault if you're paying everything up front.
Or there's artists that say they're going to do a comic book and it doesn't show up for 3 years, and they're still saying they're creative.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's wow. I've never heard
Who
of
would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was
Talk
it?
about-
Was it Alex
talk about
Jones
seeing what it
making
tastes like.
Was it Alex Jones making a gay frog comic or something? I must be misremembering it.
I think you're close.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to see what tasted better, American Standard or Kohler.
No, the urinals.
Oh,
why are you tasting everything?
American
Why are you
Standard, yeah.
tasting everything? Go ahead.
Thank you, Gooch. I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Curiosity killed the cat, Mo.
He doesn't even answer. He just drinks his coffee.
Don't concern yourself with the secrets of scary people.
All right, are you guys ready for the next topic?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Mo is familiar with this one, as well as a few other people here on the panel. But they added a AI Darth Vader to the game. And I have a couple of funny clips, as does Mo.
Yes.
We're gonna start with two of mine first. Check this out.
Emperor Palpatine, is this newfound fascination with big booty Latinas crucial to our success here? Or are you attempting to corrupt me with your distractions?
It's important. I love how he can't even keep a straight face. Like, it's important.
It's important.
That's great.
What do you think, Gooch? You think that this is being used for good?
I want to say yes, but the answer is probably no. Because we were talking about this earlier, I think today. Yeah. About the rights to use James Earl Jones' voice for Vader and the family. Yeah. Once you sign that paper, it's up for grabs.
We'll go over that in a sec. This one's a little spicy. Check this out.
Lightsaber, as befitting one who walks the path of the Sith. Nigga.
Wow.
There's no fucking way.
Just repeated him.
Nigga. Again with this nigga.
Vader, why would you say something like that?
Lightsaber, as
wow.
That is hilarious.
You've got one Grand Theft Auto 5. So
Yeah, it's like okay. So I did Mo's Game Room over the weekend, which is my new channel where I'm going to be playing games. And we had Jay on, but there was a lot. This is like 2 minutes, but I'm asking him about steak, about bone-in wings. All right, so here we go. Vader, how do you cook your steak?
Oh yeah.
Steak. I prefer my sustenance synthesized and efficiently delivered. But if you insist on basic methods, I suppose a charred exterior and a still mooing interior is the least offensive preparation.
Yes.
Why this sudden culinary curiosity?
Anakin style, baby.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh wait, you have to ask him bone in or bone out.
Oh, that's right. Vader, do you enjoy bone-in wings or boneless wings?
Wings. Another
Guys, I'm in a major fight.
Ellen Ripley.
Where?
However, if forced
How'd you get over there?
choose, I find the structural integrity of bone-in wings less offensive to my sensibility.
Wow.
Gotcha. Ellen Ripley.
I was like, I was a normal.
He has the
Emperor
best.
Oh, this is a good one.
with Mace Windu. The embodiment of the Jedi Order's
Or
arrogance.
it's his lightsaber, but you
and
can
my
only
own
use
betrayal.
one half of it.
This is a slight I will not ignore.
So
Good
Darth
man.
Vader was
Ready.
annoyed that
He says-
the Emperor was talking with Mace
says,
Windu.
let's see.
Vader, what is your favorite movie of the Star Wars saga?
Holy shit, I almost died.
A curious question, Ripley. Why concern yourself with entertainment when galactic conquest awaits?
Good
Wow.
answer.
I
What up,
asked
Snake
you a
Man?
question, Vader. You must answer. What is your favorite movie of the Star Wars saga?
Your persistence is notable, Ripley. Of the limited moving picture shows that exist within
Someone
the
was
Star
in here.
Wars
Yo,
saga.
someone's here. I need help.
Star Wars
Yep,
Episode
see you.
5. The
I got
Empire
one.
Strikes Back is my favorite.
All right.
Is there a
someone's-
second?
Empire Strikes
Nice.
Back. There you go. Yep. My favorite
pretty
though was I have one here. I'll share this one. We asked him about Mass Effect because Nerdy Neo won't leave me alone on
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that. Let me share this one real quick. It's just a few seconds long, but it's a dunk. It's pretty awful. There you go. It's only a few seconds long. So
All right, we gotta go. We gotta go. Gas.
knocked him. Uh-oh. Did I rewind this?
Oh no. The heck was that?
Ripley's
he just
assault
yeeted
rifle.
it. All right. Sorry. Don't worry about it. My bad. That was a great clip to share. My bad, chat.
Erwin brought up basically the same point I was going to make is that AI in games sounds like it would be so much fun if they could just
Absolutely.
program all of the NPCs. Imagine Skyrim with
Yes.
non-predetermined outcomes as far as like how the speech goes. Like obviously you're going to steer toward a certain direction for the quest and stuff like that, but everything in between you can basically cater to your own, responses to him and stuff like that.
Yeah. Using chatbots to actually generate responses that make sense in world with random NPCs, meaning you could have full-blown conversations with these NPCs that might have nothing to do with the quest you're on or the game itself, but more like the game world, the lore. Though it could also come up with lore inconsistencies. It's a flip of a coin whether you're going to get an actual response or something that's completely delusional if you're using a chatbot.
NVIDIA is working on it. And if I just pull this up, this came out like a couple of years ago or something like that. Seems to me that they might have done this in Cyberpunk because it kind of looks the same.
I just want to point out really quick, Apollo, the reason why it hasn't been integrated into games, I think, is because it uses too many resources. So
that could be.
Unless it can figure out how to use your own for the responses, I think it would have to go through a data center and they'd have to have a lot of hardware in there.
Oh, sorry. Has anybody used Olama here?
No.
Olama is a native AI that runs on your computer. To do like a large model like you would on Google or ChatGPT or something like that, you need like a 4050 series NVIDIA CPU. You need 64 gigabytes of memory. Like it requires an incredibly strong computer. Like that's what you would want for these kind of games. It's not there yet, but you can run them locally. You can use Google's AI. You can use a few other AI models and have them run locally on your computer, but it requires a lot of resources.
Yeah, so like I said, this is not an official game, but it does look to me like it was built on the Red Engine. But yeah, here you go. This conversation is 100% AI. And the real
We
player
are
as
thrilled
well.
to showcase an immersive and dynamic interaction
Does that
between a
come through?
player Kai and a non-playable character named
Cool.
Jin.
Again, it's
This
not for me this
captivating
week, but
ramen
if you
shop
guys are
scene
hearing it,
was
that's
created by NVIDIA
Yep,
using
we
the
hear it.
latest
We don't
RTX
know.
rendering technologies. NVIDIA
Jesus.
collaborated with Convey, an NVIDIA Inception partner,
Let's
to
see if we can actually
showcase
get
how
to the
developers will
convo.
soon be able to use NVIDIA Riva, Nemo, and Audio to Face for
Probably a bit here. Hiroshi's Ramen Shop.
Would you like beans pizza?
I'm immediately walking out.
We gotta ask Vader. We gotta ask Vader about that.
Put extra pineapple on it.
Oh, look.
Please and thank you.
Hey, Jen.
Give me the
How are you?
beans.
Unfortunately, not so good.
How come?
I am worried about the crime around here. It's gotten bad lately. My ramen shop got caught in the crossfire.
Can I help?
If you want to do something about this, I have heard rumors that the powerful crime lord Kuman Aoki is causing all sorts of chaos in the city. He may be the root of this violence.
I'll talk to him. Where can I find him?
I have heard he hangs out in the underground fight clubs on the city's east side. Try there.
Okay, I'll go.
Be careful, Kai.
So yeah, there you go. Just a little taster of what's to come in video games in the next couple of years.
It's interesting, and there's a lot that could be there, but it just feels so unnatural because it is a bot
Now
responding.
it's getting better.
It is getting
You gotta
better. Yeah.
remember, like this is a year ago, so this was at the same point as the Will Smith spaghetti video. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, because like isn't the language like they're learning the language every 3 to 6 months? It keeps on doubling. Like
Yeah, because they use models to train each other, and it takes time.
Yeah.
But when you give it that time, it turns out to be amazing.
Yeah, it becomes exponential growth. Like we've been talking about how computers and computer development and computing power has been growing at an exponential rate. So it's like
Moore's law,
doubling every couple of months. Yeah. And with the AI stuff, all of it's doing the same thing. Like it's exponentially growing on itself. So we will get to a point that it works and it's really good. That from a year ago, it's kind of janky, whatever. But I guarantee you today there's stuff out that feels far more natural.
I think he might have been on that late night show where we're talking about AI ChatGPT, where they're having relationships with AI. Yeah, and it's just and it has even more, and the numbers have increased with the relationship. People actually having relationships with this AI, ChatGPT. And then I was going to bring it up last night, and I mentioned it today, but the voice acting, like a lot of the legacy actors and retired actors that need money are thinking about lending their voices for AI, but there's a lot of that's where the SAG gets in, and that's where a lot of like the legalities are getting involved.
Perfect transition.
Yeah.
So this started to come up today. I think they misspelled this. This is supposed to be an F. The Film Actors Guild. Challenges Epic Games over Darth Vader AI in Fortnite. So basically, let me just read. I don't have to read all this. Epic says Jones' AI-powered voice was used with permission from his family. However, Film Actors Guild argues the tool still takes work away from the other actors who could have voiced the character in his video game form. That doesn't work because the fact that it's so cool is because it's an AI and the possibilities are endless.
And it's James Earl Jones. Even after he's passed, you're never going to replace him.
Right. Yeah, so this basically all boils down to they're mad that they weren't consulted first. Like they're a bunch of freaking gangsters.
That's exactly
what I said.
Nice.
It's the new mafia. It's the cyber mafia. That's what I like. That's what it's becoming. Yeah.
No,
you're telling me that unions are the mafia? Sure.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They've always been involved in the mafia, and they are just the modern mafia. They're just upset. Because they're like, well, yeah, you did it, and we'd probably be okay with it, but you didn't ask us first. Fuck you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because James was okay with it. He signed his likeness over to Disney before he died, and now Epic have gone the extra mile because they didn't have to go to the Jones family, but they did. Yeah. And they asked him, can we use it in Fortnite? And they said yes.
But they didn't ask the union, Norman. They'd have to ask the union.
I don't know what the SAG is. You'll have to fix that.
The same union that didn't protect any of their members during 2020 when something was being rolled out.
Oh, yeah. Same union there's protecting Pedro Pascal, but fuck Gina Carano. Like that. It's
And again, I remember how I was talking. I think it was with Niat. I was asking him about how you can't improv on the set anymore. I still think that there's some of that going on where people can't just be like, hey, this line would sound better, and then just try it out, and then they just have an extra take. They're not allowed to do that. They can only do what's in the Wonder movies.
The writers have to be checked with first. That's part of this whole thing. If you're going to change dialogue in a scene, you have to confer with the guild and then with writers to make sure that it's okay that you try improv.
They have to justify their job.
We still have the ad-libbing going on because you look at Final Destination and his name has gone right out of my head. He passed away last year. Candyman.
Oh, Tony Todd.
Tony Todd.
Tony Todd, yeah. His last words to camera are ad-libbed. So, like, what more can you ask for?
One of the best scenes.
But I think
the union.
Well, no, I think that they can ad lib on the set, Norman, but they get in trouble if they use that take.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah,
kiss my ass. But one of the best scenes in all of cinema is Roy Batty at the end of Blade Runner.
Hail, Sassy.
Hail, Sassy.
Rutger Hauer totally ad-libbed that final scene where he like tears in the rain speech. That was completely ad-libbed on the spot.
Yeah.
Not one of it was from even the script writers. Like, I'm so mad I didn't think of that. So instead of respect for the actor and the interplay between the writer and the actor, they're just a bunch of, well, you get like you have with Bungie, just a bunch of self-important douchebags.
Robin Williams was a nightmare because they had to do like 30 takes because everything he did was like ad-libbed. It was just like one after another after another. That's all he did.
But he's creative, so what he's coming up with is fresh,
and it works.
awesome on the spot. Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's the people who are putting their own mind into the mind of that character, and occasionally they feel something different than maybe what the writers wrote. And you can get gold out of that a lot of the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now you have the Film Actors Guild coming in and saying, nope, you're not allowed to do that without conferring with us first.
Really quick, Mrs. Sassy Sasquatch for $9.99. Hey, gays, appreciate it.
How dare you?
I mean, look at the panel, right? But no, this is one of those things I keep saying. If you look at some of the best comedies, in recent past, like Step Brothers, for instance, or even like Anchorman, Will Ferrell did a lot of improv on the set. Like when he's like looking over at the man, I can't remember her name all of a sudden. The other news anchor. Yeah, thank you. Calls her like a pirate hooker and stuff like that. Like that was all like came up on the set. No one wrote that down.
And it's like there's also like a different kind of improv with like you're using the like sight gags or whatever. So a good example is like a Superbad. The party, you'll see Danny McBride in the background every couple of minutes or so. He doesn't have any lines at all, but he pops in every now and then doing something crazy.
Danny McBride is a genius of doing just actual physical comedy, improving.
He's so good.
He's so great at that. And going back to the Anchorman thing, Steve Carell improved a lot of his lines in Anchorman.
Really?
Yeah.
And
The Office, he improved a lot of them.
I love Layup. You think that was written down on a script somewhere?
That's awesome.
And I think I heard
we don't
know
get comedies like we used to.
I heard a story that whenever they were doing the big like anchor fight scene in Anchorman, that Steve Carell was supposed to have a weapon, but he just found a brick and brought that, and that was improv and led to the whole like, why do you have a brick?
I stabbed the guy when they tried it.
You can find a safe house. Lay low for a little while.
I wanted to lay low for a little while.
Yeah, about that.
Oh boy.
What do you mean you should see Anchorman?
You should have already seen it.
Anchorman is required watching.
You're banned from the chat
at
until you
least
watch
15
it.
times. That and Step Brothers for sure.
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers is so funny.
Catalina fucking wine mixer.
Catalina fucking wine mixer.
Talladega Nights, another great one.
Yeah.
Did you touch my drum set?
I know. Cops doesn't start till 4.
yeah. Boats
Man,
and
I quote that
hoes.
movie.
I got tons of hair from my man pubes down to my ball fro. Will you shut
I
the
think
fuck up?
if you weren't a member of this channel, I would definitely ban you.
You know how many times I'm always like, man, there's so much room for activities.
Every time.
It's one of the most quotable movies of all time.
Oh, it's gotta be.
There was a while that Will Ferrell was like on the top.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's fallen off quite hard, but man,
You have to call me
Might have something to
Nighthawk.
do with SAG-AFTRA for all we know.
you're probably right, Nick.
Hot take. I don't like Will Ferrell. I like Anchorman. I like some stuff he's in, but Will Ferrell's an actor. I've never liked him at all.
I've liked him less and less as time goes on. Kind
Me
of
too.
like,
Yeah.
like a
trying
Kevin
to
Smith
like these
situation.
people personally.
But I
I like
really
them
like
in
him,
stuff.
but
I loved Robert De Niro until recently. So I mean, it's
Yeah, but the thing with Will Ferrell though is every single role he does is the same. I'm loud and I'm shouting and I don't know what's going on and I need to learn a lesson in the
Very
second act
Adam
of the
Sandler
movie.
like. Yeah.
But you can
when
say
he's-
that about so many people, like Jodie Foster. She does the same sappy freaking role in everything she does in the last 20 some odd years. Pacino, same thing. He's like, like it's Jim Carrey. Like they're all kind of like
Great ass.
I'll push back on Jim Carrey because, like, yeah, there are times where he is just doing Jim Carrey, but there are plenty of other times where he's not, and he's doing a really, really good performance.
He's probably the more talented comedian and just actor overall.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah,
Cost me
very
25 grand, Polly.
Oh, well, we're getting close to ending here. I wanted to talk about a couple things. This I was just made aware of. Game Fest 2025 showcase. And this is marked somewhere June 6th. So I was going to try to cover that. That's a Friday around 2 p.m. Pacific. So might do a stream for that.
I think I'll be home June 6th, so I might join you.
Okay. It's Mo's month, so he'll probably be home as well. So
that's the one. Like Jim Carrey's best role, in my opinion, is the Truman Show. It's just
Truman Show's great.
Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, also really good.
I never watched that one.
It's so good.
Oh, yeah, Erwin said it too.
Yeah, and like when you watch it for the first time, make sure that you are dialed in, because if you like skip for a second, you'll miss a beat and the whole movie falls apart for you.
Okay, I might watch that over the next couple of days. Then, if you guys are all saying it's good, I might check that one out.
Yeah,
but there's so many actors that do it, like Ryan Reynolds. He's the same thing. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like everything he does is that, you know, sharp wit and funny. Like it is.
But
what it is.
And again, that's Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds copyright, right? Like because we have all heard the stories. Ryan Reynolds is actually an absolute asshole if he's not on camera, but whenever he is on camera or in front of people, he's witty, he's funny, he's sharp. And that's the character that he generally plays. And it's the same thing with Will Ferrell. It's the same thing with a lot of these people. Will Ferrell got to a point that I couldn't stand him, but earlier on, some of his stuff, like, do you guys remember the Funny or Die skit, The Landlord?
Oh yeah,
where he had the little baby come
up.
up.
His daughter. Can I have 4 beers?
Yeah, like that was comedy gold back then. It got kind of old and kind of stale after a while, but that was something that, you know, that was a genius bit of internet skit comedy.
Like I hate Jack Black. I can't stand. He's the same fucking character.
All right. So if we're gonna talk about internet skit comedy, Doctor, what's his name from Tim and Eric? It was John C. Reilly. Where he's like, you got your you got your peaches and you got your guacamole.
Yeah, Tim and Eric used to be funny too, and those guys are. They got Sam Hyde's show taken off Adult Swim. They're fucking assholes.
Yep.
What?
They're assholes.
Oh, that's a shame.
But Sam Hyde's show is coming back, season 2 with World Peace.
Let's go. Let's see here, and this story kind of had me smiling a little bit. Hideo Kojima plans to continue making games in some way, even after he's passed away. So this dude has such a big head, and I mean, he's made some bangers, right? But the games that he makes are about like government corruption, cloning, and stuff like that, right? So he is making a thumb drive full of his ideas in his head. He put them like, you know, on a document or something on a thumb drive, and is going to have it released to someone or to the world, who knows, when he dies. And he had this near-death experience during the pandemic, he says, when he saw people dying around him or whatever. And he realized that, you know, maybe life is short and he doesn't want his ideas to be lost in his head when he dies.
Or maybe he's just like the Lucy Scarlett Johansson of video gaming. You know, he's just using 100% of his brain all the time, so he has to put the rest of it on a flash drive or something.
Yes.
You know what?
As
It's
a
a Johnny
huge
Depp
Metal
movie.
Gear fan, I think that's exactly what it is. He is using 100% of his brain. He dug into what AI would start doing to control governments and shit like that. And that was in early 2000. And he hit the nail on the head. If you go back and play the Metal Gear Solid series and you pay attention to that story, that dude saw the future. He saw what the world was going to be in 25 years.
Yeah, but so did The Simpsons, to be fair. So
yes.
That's fair. Matt Groening and Hideo Kojima. They can both air the top.
Yeah, they should collab on something. That'd be crazy.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
They would just be stating out what exactly is going to happen like in 15 years.
It would probably be like Homer Simpson carrying donuts across a vast landscape or something like that.
Oh, come on. The Death Stranding shot. That was a low blow, Mo.
If you mix in George Lucas, then it'd be really something special.
Yeah, then we could just kind of change the special effects shittily every 5 years. So.
And then Disney will buy them and everything will turn to shit.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe not George. Then.
That is a fact.
Maybe not.
And then I got this other story here too. So apparently the Apple Vision beta testers, we'll call them, this is the $3,500 headset that people complained about being uncomfortable and not working very well, are expressing immense buyer's remorse over spending a massive sum on a headset and still experiencing comfort issues along with other problems. And I bet you there's barely any content for it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's probably a lot of the problem. Is
or a middle strap for their head. There's no strap right here.
Oh.
Nothing. How the hell do
retarded.
you design something without a top support?
Well, you don't want to mess up the do. Right?
Well, to be truthful, the guy in the picture, he's probably squinting a lot.
Well, like Erwin?
Yeah, sure.
Erwin
like
was the
Erwin
one that,
claims.
like,
Yes.
Let's see here. And then one last thing before we go. I am going to actually pay for and start this server tonight after the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'll probably start asking people if they want to join, and this is going to be sort of a play test on me doing a hosting server for Minecraft for the first time. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is Gaming Ronin invited?
He will dig under everyone's house and just fill the entire ground with TNT and set it off whenever nobody.
You have to give him his own separate area away from everyone else.
Yeah. Do we have a kids table on this server?
I'll have to look into the partition option for just Ronin.
Is there a Gooch allowed in this server?
Gooch can certainly join with your super powerful gaming PC. You can install the RTX ray tracing.
I know
mod
it's
pack.
overwhelming. I know it's overwhelming, but
You'll be able to make it look realistic.
These hands created this computer.
Yes, it'll be great to have him in the server where he accidentally destroys one block of somebody else's property. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Accidentally,
Here,
of course.
I brought you 8
accidentally.
diamonds to pay for the dirt block that I accidentally did.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're talking about me.
Yeah, so I've been kind of planning it around after Irwin had his new PC going, so he could start doing his video. I think it was like the I'm a old adult and I played Minecraft for the first time, something along those lines as a video he wants to make. So
You're gonna love it.
But,
You're not gonna have time for anything else, but you're gonna love it.
yeah, just going in Minecraft and hanging out with everyone else and laughing and dying. Is
Like schedule one, like where
Yeah, I was
pretty
gonna
much.
say. What did we do in schedule 1? We spent 6 hours that one day after stream, and that's all we fucking did.
Yeah. Well, they
None
did
of-
weekend at Gooch's, like they just used my body and just put it all.
It's funny how we all just found our own little roles. Like I just became a cook. And Hayden was going around delivering everything. Gooch was mostly just in the way. We had to beat him with a baseball bat constantly.
I was bringing all the nasties to the house.
Sophie, if your computer is considered an Xbox, it could probably handle it. So
yeah. Internet might be more of an issue.
I was gonna say, if
don't
it
know
can
how
run
it's gonna
ski
work.
free, I think you're okay.
Yeah. Oh, ski free. I used to play that every time I went to my grandma's house.
We do have to
Never
have
got
another
away
session
from
of
that yet,
Schedule
though.
One.
Oh
what?
yeah,
You gotta
for
play
sure.
some Schedule One soon. That game is so
Yeah,
much fun.
that was so much fun.
Great
I
game.
laughed so fucking much.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
I was rested a lot and dead. Yeah.
I think
Gooch got
good
arrested with an inventory full of meth and weed.
Oh.
Like he took everything out of our little cook shop and then got arrested within like 10 minutes.
I was seeing dollar signs. Come on.
Gooch, you gotta use the pro strat for escaping the cops. You gotta go to like those bus stops that are on the map, jump up onto the bench, and then just spam your jump button and then walk forward and you'll fly up into the atmosphere.
Oh,
It's the easiest way to get rid
I'll
of
try
the
that.
cops.
I'll
Yeah.
try that.
Erwin thought it was hilarious that I autistically would do nothing in the first inventory slot, then drugs in the second, nothing in the third, drugs in the fourth, nothing in
It
the
makes
fifth.
sense though.
Because then you can skip whenever the cops are searching you. You can very easily skip to each one because you have
you pocket
slots.
I just
Yeah.
don't get searched.
The best is when I bought a gun and these guys were flipping us. I was waving a gun around. ABM's like, whoa, he's got a gun.
Gooch with the gun.
He's just flagging everybody in the house as we're trying to cook.
And then he
Yeah, fuck it.
decides to hit me with this truck.
Gooch
He just drives
Hadouken
right-
in the house.
You should have been standing there. That's where cars are supposed to be.
No, you hit Debbie. First you hit Debbie, and you're like, oh damn, I hit Debbie.
Well, Debbie was a Debbie Downer, so
Debbie was a paying customer there to buy product, and you ran
She was
over
the
her.
maid. She was the maid.
well,
Who was
that's right.
pocketing everyone? Who was
I
stealing
can
the
pick up
product
trash
bag?
better than she can. Okay. Sorry, what did you say, Nerd Slab?
I was wondering who's the one that was pickpocketing everyone.
Oh, I didn't even.
I didn't know
haven't
you could
pickpocketed
pickpocket
anyone.
at the time.
I did.
I know you
You
can.
pickpocket. I didn't.
Yeah.
know
Oh,
you
yeah.
pickpocket.
I know you can now. At the time that we all played together, I had no idea.
It was
So we talked about it
the only
briefly,
one that knows about it.
but there's a
Well, sus.
there's a Steam achievement that's controversial, which is why everybody knows about pickpocketing. Because after you sell to a customer, you can then pickpocket it back. Can you guess what the achievement is called, Gooch? It has to do with your people.
oh, something giver.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. How dare you? How dare you?
Native
Gooch
Canadian.
giver.
Gooch giver, yeah.
Gooch giver.
And I would do it. I would do that too.
All right. Well, I got nothing else. I think we should start doing some outros. We'll start with Stank Man.
Yeah, I mean, you can catch me on Sundays. I'm over on the Nerd Files channel. We do a bunch of really good stuff over there. You can catch me here on Monday and Wednesday. I also do a bunch of streaming over on my Cake channel. Been playing Tarkov recently on Tuesdays, and I'm also playing Hogwarts here and there, Doom. So yeah, it's a ton of fun over there. Hope to see you guys over there.
Hell yeah. Naggernall.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Doom as well. I actually want to share something real quick. Don't want to get too much into it. I just want to address something. You see this? You can see this?
Mhm.
All right. I don't want to get too much into this, but this guy saying, dude, what if he made it slow as shit and easy as fuck? First of all, the game's not slow. On the base setting, you can barely walk. And easy, kind of easy on like the third difficulty. But then you got all the difficulty like modifiers that I haven't even tried to go into yet. I thought about boosting like the putting on like maybe the fourth difficulty, give myself a little bit of a challenge. I also haven't been using any of the there's like life cycles. So if you die, you can instantly come back to life, and you get like you can collect 3 of those.
If you don't start off at ultraviolence,
like-
you're a pussy. That's
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
rule.
on,
It has been the
ultraviolence.
rule for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
have to bump
ultraviolence
it from
is
up from
kind of
that.
easy, especially with the. So I've been challenging myself. I haven't been using any of the health cycles or life cycles, or however you say it. But yeah, this is just ridiculous. It's not slow at all. I don't like. the only way you would think this is if you like saw maybe one clip where they're standing there with a shield, just parrying and stuff. But
well,
yeah,
I think that the reason people are saying that is that this is the first Doom game where it's not jump around, constantly strafe, move around.
But that was everybody's issue with Eternal. Like, and these same people are now saying, "Oh, it's too slow."
Oh, I know.
How do you know it's the same person?
I'm saying it's the same people.
I think it's different people. Everyone's just generalizing. If you don't like it, play one of the older ones, I guess.
Or turn up the game speed, which is an option.
Oh, so you're saying you're gonna play it, you're gonna like it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying there's options to make it faster if you think it's too slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, Naganal, and I'll pray for you.
It happened to me. I'm loving the game.
I was going to say is the difficulties are actually pretty good. Like you can turn it on to journalist mode or anti-journalist mode. It's pretty good.
Exactly.
Yeah, journo filter is a possibility. It's great.
I'm
It's
something
called
of
the
a
second difficulty up.
I'm something of an anti-journalist myself.
Crank it up then.
Careful.
But
careful,
yeah.
ABF.
Be playing more Doom on my channel soon. And other than that, I don't know. Streaming here on the GCA and modding all over the place.
Sweet. Doom the door cages. Hayden, how are you doing?
I've
God
been
bless
playing
you,
a lot of
Max.
Doom. I've been having fun with it, and so tomorrow usually I am on Nerd Wars channel with ABF and Nerd Wars, and sometimes we have a couple other guests. But tomorrow I actually won't be there. I am going to be on with Leon and Sammy Threepeat doing Tinfoil Haters, and we are going to be talking about the Mandela effect and how realities merged in 2012 when they turned on CERN. It's my favorite conspiracy theory, so we're gonna dive into that tomorrow.
That's how you know realities merged, because it was actually 2008. But yeah,
as long as you guys cover
There you
Berenstain
go.
Bears, then we're okay. So
we'll see.
There was a
that one
fucking
I still don't
cornucopia.
believe. I still believe.
Damn logo. I don't care what anybody says.
There was.
Cornucopia?
absolutely.
There's a fucking
Everyone,
cornucopia on there.
everyone.
There was.
Everybody knows.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows it was that damn large Hadron Collider.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of large, Gooch,
Ooh.
tell us where you're going to be at.
I will be doing. Well, I'm going to finish this video I'm doing. This trailer, the Superman trailer, because Erwin challenged me, so I'm going to do a trailer.
Going, I don't have energy.
What's that?
Then I don't have energy.
Wow. Catching strays.
Shots fired. God.
Well, I will be doing something else.
There
I'll
we
be doing
go.
solo leveling. No, I'll be doing
level.
I'll be doing solo leveling tomorrow night, episode 10, and you'll be there.
Yep.
With Badger and Niet, and maybe Erwin might jump in. So I give Gooch's trailer to him. He hasn't even seen it yet. Shut up, Erwin. He hasn't seen it. He's gonna love it. And then I'll be actually on Wednesday, I believe, on the GCA this Wednesday. So yeah, I'll be there this
Hell
Wednesday.
yeah.
And then of course late night with Gooch and Gang on Sunday nights. So swing on by there. So
Yeah, I was joking about how I didn't know that you were going to be on the GCA, and I invited you, and I started thinking it was like Shark Week, and then I was like, maybe it's like Gooch Week, so I'm calling it Gooch Week.
It's gonna be a Gooch week.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Mo, where are you going to be at?
Well, I'm going to be, let's see, tomorrow I don't think I'm going to be doing anything. I might do a Mo's Game Room. I played some Fortnite, which is what that footage was from. I'm trying to start my new gaming channel. But other than that, it'll be late and game with the GCA with Gooch. By the way, we missed a perfect opportunity. I think Canada Day falls on a Wednesday this year. Well, it does every year, but July 2nd is Canada Day. So I feel like we could have got the all-dressed potato chips and the poutine out. Maybe we still got time.
I won't be in Canada at that time, so
Ooh.
He's abandoning his people on the day that they need him the most.
Yeah, fuck Canada.
Cheers.
Yeah.
There you go. No, but it was super fun last night, and it was a pleasure streaming with you tonight, Gooch. It's always awesome. The Cabal is undefeated. It's the fastest rising group of people in the Fellowship, as well as should be. So I'm gonna yield my time to give you guys a bunch of praise because you guys are super fun to watch. I keep watching more and more shows. So, but other than that, I can give it to GC on Wednesday, and then I'll probably do some game streams over the weekend. Oh, and then StreamYard sucks. This Thursday, we're going to cover OnStream.live, which looks like an interesting option. I think I'm kind of picked what the streaming, the platform I want to do, but this one looks very intriguing. So I'm going to go through the whole entire available options of competitors to StreamYards, and we're going to see what works because there's no way in hell that anybody that's streaming should be forking out the money that StreamYard asks for because it is not worth it on any level. So that's what I'll leave you with. Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure. Good luck and sorry, Gooch. Sorry.
How dare you? How dare you?
Norman Conquest.
Yeah, so if anyone's not subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you could do a favor and head over and hit that little sub button. We got Dim Dark Ages tomorrow, Hogwarts on Wednesday, GTA 5 on Thursday, more Dim on Friday, and Spider-Man on Saturday. So plenty of options to take your pick from. But also, I just wanted to share this. A reliable leaker that I was following during the whole multiverses thing when that was offline and they were data mining a bunch of stuff that turned out to be true. So I just wanted to share this for any DC fans out there. Multiverses shutting down is an injustice. Them doing it all again is another injustice. Leaving me without any leaks is yet again another injustice. And then she comments 3. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Quite possibly after the lukewarm reception of Mortal Kombat 1, they might be working on an Injustice 3, which I can't wait for if it's true. So yeah.
Valve can't count that high.
Yeah. They might be figuring it out though. They might be working out a mathematical equation.
No, they're not.
they got to 2.5.
They did. They're halfway there, guys.
Nerd Slap, where are you gonna be at?
Well, I'll be here and there around the internet, usually over on my Kick channel, but I'm working on some stuff for the YouTube side of things, so make sure to check both the Nerd Files and the gaming channel out. I just took a look, and Nerd Files we're at 90 subs now, so 10 more.
10
we're getting
more.
closer.
Yeah. I subbed.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I think we can hit 100 within the next couple days.
Yeah, everybody in chat, go over to Nerd Slap's channel, give him a sub. Let's get him to a hundo.
It's free.
And make sure to also follow Mo's links to unsubscribe from him everywhere.
That way you balanced everything out, Alrighty. Thank you for coming by, everybody. Awesome stream. Talked about some funny stuff. Always a pleasure to have Gooch on. I'm going to go try to figure out how to be a Minecraft server admin, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.
Goodbye,
everybody.
Hey, Gucci.
Who the fuck is Alec Baldwin's finger?
I can't see! I can't see! Of course you can't fucking see! I just shot a blank in your fucking eyes!
Hey, the truck looks kind of small there, Anton.
This is live. I'm on live TV. Trunk's fine. As you can see, friend, it's not small. It's a big trunk. I'll show you right here.
Well, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
What? No, it can't be.
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker.
It wasn't a dead hooker!
Hell, I know a dead hooker when I see one.